What's going on, guys? We are revisiting the TQQQ yet again. Back in November of 2021, you can see right here, I posted this video. Can leveraged ETFs make you filthy rich? The U Pro, the TQs, and the U Dow. Ironically, November 2021 was pretty much the top of the market. If we go back in time, there's November 2021, right about there. I posted that video and then the market went down. And it's an even uglier picture if we look at the TQs. Let's just take a look. So if you decided to go long after watching my video, within the next, say, not even, 6 months? In the next 6 months, you're down 72%. So a terrible short-term investment. But is there still some merit behind the TQs? I think we've kind of hit an interesting time, or 2022 was an interesting time for it. If we look back, I don't know what's going on with these multiple lines. I don't like that. Let me get rid of that. Let's go to regular. There we go. Okay, just one line. So if we go back in time, and if you haven't watched this video, I'd recommend watching it. It shows you why you would have a leveraged ETF, and there's other ones than just these. These are obviously long leveraged ETFs, but there's also short leveraged ETFs. If you want some short exposure, if you want to short an index, but you don't want to take on margin or anything like that, then that's where leveraged ETFs really come into play. A lot of people will use them in the short term, but in this video, I was trying to make the case for holding on to it long term. But the biggest complaint, or the one thing people say is, well, if we have a 33% correction and you're in a 3 times leveraged ETF, it will go down 99% or 100% and it'll go bankrupt. That's not the case, because when I posted that video back in November, and then in October, you could see right here, the market was down. Hey, would you look at that? A little more than 33%. How did the TQs do? Did it go bust? Did it go bankrupt? No, it didn't. It actually, theoretically, it should have went down 99%. Instead, it went down, call it about 82%. It did not go all the way to zero. It only went down 82%. So right there, that kind of debunks that case. If we really want to look at the very top, right up here, all the way down to the very bottom, that's still around whatever, 82, 83%. So it did not go to zero. And because this year has been a great year, it's up 161%. And the Qs is only up, let's switch over to percentage, 43%. So this one's actually almost at a 4x return over the past 6 months. So this would have been one of the best investments of the year so far. Maybe only stuff like NVIDIA has beat the TQs, but this is definitely beating the market by 4 times, almost 4 times. But what's interesting is you could see from the regular Qs, we're almost at all-time highs again. Right here, we're about maybe 4 or 5% off all-time highs while I'm recording this. Call it 5%. But even though the TQs have gone up so much, they're nowhere near all-time highs again. You could see they still have about another 100% to go. It needs to go up 100% to hit all-time highs. And what's even more interesting, if we go back in time, this ETF was created back in 2010. 2010 was pretty much, well, 2009 was the start of one of the greatest bull markets in modern history. So we never got to experience a long, drawn-out bear market besides what just happened in 2022. So it's going to be really interesting to see how long will it take for this to hit all-time highs. Obviously, that's going to depend on what happens with the regular Qs. Will the market keep going up? And is this a new bull market, or is this just a massive bear market rally? We'll figure that out. But eventually the market will recover, whether that's within the next couple of months or if we go lower and then maybe in the next couple of years we'll have all-time highs. How long will it take for the TQs to reach all-time highs and keep going higher? Because right now, if we were to go back just 5 years, we're up 183%, and the Qs is pretty much the same, 172. But pretty much the picture I'm trying to paint is if this takes a lot longer to actually hit all-time highs, then obviously the Qs would have been the better play, maybe over the next 10 years or so. So I just kind of wanted to point that out, that first off, 3 times leveraged ETFs probably won't go to zero. As you can see, that recently happened. We had over a 33% correction, and this did not go to zero. In the short term, because the market has been going up, obviously this one has been going up significantly quicker, but it's going to be super interesting to see how long will it actually take before this one hits all-time highs again. The Qs will probably hit all-time highs before the TQs. But how much longer will it actually take? And is this worth holding in your portfolio long-term or not? We won't know now. Maybe in a year or two, I'll post another video depending on where we are on it. But it's definitely going to be an interesting thing to look out for. Guys, if you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.